Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hey, good
Welcome,
evening.
everyone. While we're waiting for you, we're having a very interesting chat here with Petko. And very soon we're going to be starting. Petko, shall we give few more minutes, like 2-3 minutes more?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so can you hear me well? Just to make the test.
Yes, I can hear you
Okay.
well. I can
All
hear
right.
you
So
fine.
while everyone is joining, we can just say that you guys make sure to ask any questions you have. I'll try to respond through the webinar, and as well at the end, if Alex is okay, we can leave 10 to 15 minutes for any questions. And of course, we will leave our email addresses. So if we are unable to answer some of the questions, you can drop an email later, and we will try to answer everyone. Okay, I'll share my screen at the same time. I have it in front of me. Hope you see it. And at the same time, I will have my camera on the side. But the main focus will be on the screen where I'll be sharing a little bit more about trading with expert advisors. And I'll do my best to share the most of my experience with trading challenges, expert advisors, algorithmic trading. I already see an answer. Let's try the chat. Do we have that, Alex? Access to reply.
Yes.
Hi, Divine, best. Hold that. Am I able to answer that way?
Yes, you can answer.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
you
I'll
can
try to
type
catch
in or
up
you
with
can
all
give the
questions.
answer verbally. I can see Divine best question as well.
Okay. All right.
It will be a replay of the webinar as well. We're going to be broadcasting as well from our social media the webinar, and we're going to be uploading as well the webinar in YouTube as we do with all the educational webinars. We have more people coming in. I would like to welcome you guys all. My apologies, Cameron, Bill, Bernard, Andreas, Alessio, Marcelo is in, John is in. Welcome, guys. Very nice, very happy to have you around. And as we do have plenty of webinars actually going on today in different languages, we're going to have to stick to our schedule. So I would recommend Petko in 2 minutes. We're going to be able to start. The stage will be all yours. On the meanwhile, I would like to thank on behalf of the Trading Pit everyone that is here today. In the Trading Pit, we really believe in education, and we really believe in order to get to that stage that you will make the difference, it's coming only throughout consistency and hard work. That's why we try to bring the best talents that we know, and not only talented people, but hard workers as well, because we believe both ingredients, they are required in order for us to succeed. I truly believe everybody knows here Petko Aleksandrov. Petko is a great guy on the personal level, as I have the opportunity working with him on the past few months, and at the same
Thank
time,
you, Alex.
he's
Thank you.
one of the most, of course, that's the truth, and he's one of the most consistent traders. Which would us Trading Pit, we ask him his valuable opinion and his feedback regarding our challenges, because we always care to see things from the trader's point of view. And with his input, we are on the way of tailoring the trading challenges in order to make them more approachable. Also, Petko has his own YouTube channel that he will show you later on. Guys, he's the owner of EA Trading Academy. We're going to both leave our emails on the Q&A. So if you have any questions that might not have been answered, or something that came to your mind later on this evening, feel free, guys, to send us an email at any time, and we're going to come back to you. So that was enough for me and the Trading Pit. Petko, the stage is yours. And as we say in Greek, I'm all ears. Looking forward to hear what you have to say.
Thank you very much, Alex. You're very
Great.
polite. Thank you. So hello, everyone. Let's start the webinar. I'm very pleased to have you all joining. And if anyone else is joining later, it'll be great. And there'll be replies, Alex said. So some of you may know me from my YouTube channel, where I'm primarily talking about expert advisors and algorithmic trading. That's the niche, and that's my expertise. And I want to say thanks to the Trading Pit for inviting me, and I'll share some of my experience. And basically, I will try to do the webinar not boring with slideshows, it's just the beginning here, but to give you tips and tricks you can use with expert advisors and trading robots. So for the beginners, expert advisors is the official name. Trading robots is what's kind of slang word, right? And I am very open to all of my followers, the community, where I share free expert advisors. So at the end of the webinar, I'll share with you a free expert advisor that you can test. I'll show you exactly how to use it. I'll share with you the strategy behind, so you can decide if it is actually worthy. And I'll share with you the source code of the expert advisor, so there is nothing hidden. Okay, you can see what is in the expert advisor. Unlike most of the experts that you buy from the MQL5 marketplace or anywhere, it is usually they don't give you the code, right? That's number one thing to remember about expert advisors. When you buy robots from the marketplace, they do not give you the code. Pretty much, it means I'll just switch my screen. I hope you guys can see it. Pretty much, it means that if you buy an expert advisor from the market, you have to trust the seller and start using the EA based on all of the reviews they have or all of the feedback. And you will see that even the expensive expert advisors have really poor uh, rating. And quite often people think that if they buy expensive robots for live accounts or prop firms, it will work, but it's not really the reality. Most of this is scam, unfortunately. Okay, so my dedication and my mission on this niche is actually to overview. So that's my YouTube channel. Uh, I provide everything absolutely for free. I share free expert advisors, and quite often people ask me why I share free expert advisors, because this way I have like a whole team of all of my subscribers and followers. When they backtest, when they test the robots, they give me feedback, and I am I have like a huge amount of um, um, responses on how to improve the robots, and this is how I'm consistently improving the robots. And for the expert advisor that I'll provide you at the end, you will be able to download it for free, as I said, and you can test it on any challenge you wish with the Trading Pit. Now, the reason, honestly, I started using Trading Pit from the beginning is this thing here, 90 days. This is crucially important when we do expert advisor trading or algorithmic trading, because most of the challenges, even the huge ones like FTMO and the others, they put this 30-day limit. And because during the weekend we cannot trade Forex, we have about 20 to 22 days. And 20 to 22 days is not enough to reach 8 or 10% with expert advisor. It's nearly impossible to have a system or expert advisor that will help you pass challenges in 20 days, unless you use a scaling up system, which I'll share with you in a second. So I'll switch again the screen just to make sure everyone hears me. Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you guys see my screen right now?
Yes, Petko.
Okay. Just making sure everything is working.
Yes.
You guys make sure to drop questions if you have along the way. I'll answer as much as possible to everyone. Okay. Thank you, Adler. So that's the whole presentation I have for you guys. As I said, I don't want to make it boring with theory, right? Nowadays, you can find everything on Google and YouTube. The first important thing I want you to take from this webinar is to play small from the beginning. Most of the people make the mistake to jump on the huge challenges, and once they lose it, they start to regret. They think it's not for them and they give up. Let's say you have $1,000 for prop firms, right? For any of the challenges from the trading pet. What I would suggest you is to buy a few smaller ones, separated. For example, the trading pet starts from light with 99 euro. Imagine you can buy 10 challenges instead of one VIP. And I'll tell you why that is important. If you fail one big challenge, it could be crucial for your prop firm career, and you might decide, okay, that's not for me. They didn't want to pass the challenge. They didn't allow me to pass the challenge. But if you fail just one 99 euro challenge, you will have 9 more to go. If you fail a second one, not a big deal. Third one, not a big deal. You have 7 more. And at the same time, while you are passing these challenges, you will be able to improve your system. Because what happens when you jump with a big challenge is you are very concentrated, and the only thing in your head is to pass the challenge. But that's wrong. The only thing in your head should be how to have a better strategy tomorrow, how to have a better trade compared to the last trade. And I will show with you in a second the robots I have developed myself. The one I will share with you is probably the 10th version. So 10 times I have improved the robot, and every time I pass a small challenge or I fail, everyone fails, I failed a few. Every time I have bad trades, I do my best to improve the strategy for the next one. So number one thing is go with the small challenges as many times as you wish. You will feel more comfortable. You won't spend a lot of time. That's my personal suggestion here. Number two is after you pass 3 times small challenges, then you should go for the bigger one. That's my personal rule. So I always, with all prop firms that I'm using, I have funded accounts with a few prop firms. I always start with the smallest one. And after I pass 3 times the smallest challenge, I go to the next level. And then 3 times passing the level, the challenge, the next challenge, I go for the next one. And I feel very comfortable, and you don't get overconfident, because as you know, I'm sure you guys have experience in trading, overconfidence is one of the biggest problem. And most of the beginners or even intermediate traders, once they pass a challenge, let's say they pass the VIP challenge with 1,000 euro, they get overconfident, they will have a lot of money, 100,000 euro, and they blew the account and they're back on the ground, right? So that's the overconfidence you can avoid if you just go step by step, steadily buying more cheap challenges and going to the next level once you succeed at least 3 times on a step. Okay, once you pass the challenge, obviously it's another thing. It's another game, as I say. Again, stay away from the overconfidence, and the only way you can do that is if you reduce the risk. So let's say on every trade, when you're passing a challenge, you are risking 1%, and you are targeting 2. Let's make it simple: risk reward ratio 1 to 2. And you pass the challenge, and you have the funded account, just reduce the risk. Go down to 0.5, go down to 0.2% per trade. Just reduce the risk. Take the weight out of your shoulders. You already passed the challenge. You don't have anything else to prove. The only thing you need to do is to keep your account growing steadily over time. So just reduce the risk. These are the 4 things I want you to take from this webinar. Now, I will again switch my screen and I will go to the interesting part as the expert advisors. Okay, so here I have one expert advisor for the euro dollar, and it's disabled right now. I have an open position from another strategy, right? So how expert advisors work to make it very simple. And just one question, if you can put in the Q&A section, do you have experience with expert advisors? Is it the first time you are attending a webinar? Have you traded with the robot? So I will know if I have to show the very basics. I will show the steps, how to put the EA on the chart and how to start trading. But just to have an idea, if you can share any inputs. Marcelo have experience with professional EIs. That's great. Anyone else sharing experience will be great. First time for Costas. All right, so I'll go through the basics very quickly. Expert advisors means automated strategies. What you see on the front of me is the envelopes indicator, and instead of just staying in front of the screen and waiting to see the price at the lower band to buy, and then you take profit, right? Or you lose, and then you stay another few hours, days, and you see the price going to the upper band and you open a sell order. You can automate that. Okay, that's the idea of expert advisors. With a code, there is the possibility that you can actually automate strategies. So in front of me, I have a few expert advisors, and the one I'll be sharing with you guys is this one. I will just drop it. So at the end of the webinar, as I said, I'll share with you the link from where you can download the expert advisor. Once you install MetaTrader, what you need to do, let me just make it a little bit bigger. What you need to do is you need to enable the algo trading, or in MetaTrader 4, it's auto trading. Then go to File, Open Data Folder, and then go to MQL4, and then go to Experts. And this is where you will need to paste it. Okay, I'll also drop a video of mine where I show the process, so you can watch it later. Once you paste it, you will see the code. Okay, as I said, I will share with you the ready to use robot, but with the source code. When you open it, it will open in the meta editor. Let me just switch my window again so you can see the meta editor. Okay, this is the meta editor. And no worries, you don't need any programming skills. The only one thing you have to do is to click the compile button, which will compile the source code, and it will convert it into a ready-to-use file. Okay, and below is the code with all of the parameters. If you have experience, some of you said have experience. I'll answer the questions in a second. If you have experience and you can add something to the robot to modify it, that's personal, your decision. If you are not a developer, I won't suggest you to touch the code. I'm not a developer, so I'm not touching the code. After you compile it, you will see the expert in your expert advisors tab, right in the navigator down on my left. Okay, and then all you need to do is to drag and drop it over the chart. The expert I selected, because I was expecting people with fewer experience, others more. It's very simple. It uses just the envelopes, stop loss 30 pips, take profit of 60 pips. And here are the envelopes, the envelope parameters that are most suitable for the current market conditions. In a second, I will tell you how I know that these are the best parameters. Okay, once you click on OK, the expert advisor is attached. On the right hand upper corner, you see the smiley face and it is working. That's it. That's how we put EAs on the chart. I will disable it now. And I said I will share with you how I know that these are the best parameters. So I'll switch my window again and I'll switch to the Academy. We have this software that we integrated, and it's a professional software. I'm not going into details, but pretty much it analyzes. Can you see my screen? Just to make sure you guys see my screen. Okay, thank you, Adler. Thank you. The so-called, there are many strategy builders. They are called EA builders, strategy builders, and so on. But with these programs, I know which are the best parameters, because look at that. If I change the envelopes period 25, I immediately see the difference in the balance chart. If I start decreasing it, it's getting worse, right? So currently with 25, 26 and deviation of 0.2 works best. And if I start to decrease it, okay, it's getting worse. You can see the still profitable strategy, but the equity is not that stable. So very same thing with the stop loss. Recently, I'm using the most 30 and 60. 30 stop loss, 60 take profit. So it is a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. And you will see that if I go to, let's say, 50 and 100, there is a huge difference, right, in the balance chart. And this program just allows me to save a lot of time, because if I have to test on a demo or with challenges, which are the best parameters, it will take me ages. It's pretty much impossible to test it this way. Okay, and very important, of course, I have to point out is that even we have a robot with a very good balance chart like that one. Currently, recently we had a losing period. Now it is starting to recover. This is because euro dollar was very trendy, and it's more of a range strategy. But you can see that there were a few periods like that in the past, and it recovered. However, when we have a good backtest, even for a few years, even if I'm trading the strategy for a few months successfully, you have to accept the fact that there is never guarantee for the future performance. No one can guarantee you that the robot, not this one, any robot on the market will perform in the future. And if robot starts losing at one moment, I have quite a lot of questions, emails, and people usually say the robot stopped working. The truth is the robot didn't stop work. It is a code. It cannot stop work, right? What happened is the market conditions changed, and the parameters or the rules are not any more suitable for the current market conditions. That's why I continuously improve the robots. I add additional rules and indicators. And just to give you one more idea of the strategy behind the robot before I move back to MetaTrader, is because recently we were in this, I will open the indicator chart, we were in this range, in this trendy market environment for euro dollar. You will see that there were plenty of losing trades. So I'm not sure how visible that is, but whenever the price goes below the envelope, it will open a long trade. So the price goes down. When the price goes below the envelopes and it goes back up, and there is a bar that opens inside the envelope, we have the long trade open, right? Stop loss 30 pips below automatically placed, 60 pips take profit on the top, and so on. And this repeats the whole time. But you see with that trade, the euro dollar continued lower, so the stop loss was met. One more example. And I found a way to filter that I will share with you right now what is the solution. I will switch again, guys. So I'm just sharing my with tiny desk with my laptop at home because I have too many computers with all of the platforms and MetaTrader platforms and strategy builders. So what I did is I added the moving average on the daily time frame. Basically, I will enter with the envelopes only if the daily moving average rises. So I will take long trades only if on daily I see moving average rising, and as well I added MACD as one more filter, but I'm still in a test mode. So before I share any of my EIs for free, I always test the robot at least on a few challenges, 3, as you know my rule. And if I see it successful, then I'll share it for free with my community, YouTube, or any of my courses. So that's still in a test mode. But why I'm sharing this video is that there is always a way to improve the strategy. You can see that recently it's doing much better, even in a trendy market environment, and the backtest is still pretty good. This is backtested since 2019. Okay, so now going back to MetaTrader, I will again share my screen. It's a wide monitor, so if I share everything, it will not be really visible. Okay, so I'll just share my MetaTrader. Okay, I think you see it now. And one more time, the strategy is simple. Once we have I will put a horizontal line. The price went outside of the envelopes, and that's the very recent moves, right? And once it gets back inside, we have a short trade. There is a stop loss of 30 pips above. There is a take profit of 60 pips below. I'm not putting it precisely, just to give you the idea. And of course, at any moment, if you decide to close the trade manually, you can do that. Okay, so it doesn't mean you have to keep algo trading all the time. You can always close the trade if you decide. If the price goes on profit, but you see it again reversing, you can take profit and continue with the robot, just to give you the signal, right? So many people are using it this way. They want to get the signal and then they manage the trade automatically. You can do that. There is no problem. And you can see that here we had a good entry for long trade and another one here because the price just touched the envelopes earlier this morning. So there was a trade here. But not with the new strategy, okay? Not with the one where I filter, because it should take long trade only if on daily the moving average is showing upwards, but the daily is actually in a downtrend. So with one of the robot, it will take the trade. With the other one, it won't take the trade because of the daily filter. I'm stopping now with the strategy because I don't want to make it too nerdy on how the robot works. I want to show you something more interesting that works the best for me when I'm attending challenges. So I'll switch again to my presentation, the very long one I have prepared. So that's the second slide I'll show you. And that's the money management. Now, for the record, don't take it as a piece of financial advice. I'm not a money management advisor or specialist. I'll just share with you how I do it. If I use risk reward ratio 1 to 2, let's stick to the middle. Hope you guys can see it. It's very big, so I hope you see it. If I use risk reward ratio 1 to 2, and for the simplicity of the webinar, it means that I will risk 30 pips and I will target 60 pips, right? Risk 1, target 2. Let's say we are in a $10,000 challenge and my risk is $100, or that is 1%. I'll be chasing 2% if I hit the take profit. Sorry. Now, if the take profit is hit, if I win this $200, and in a $10,000 with the normal leverage, this is approximately 0.3, just for your record. Okay, that's why the default is 0.3 with euro dollar. With 0.3, stop loss of 30, take profit of 60 is approximately of 90 something dollars of loss and nearly $300 of a profit. Okay, that's with the standard euro dollar accounts. And okay, I shared the screen and you didn't see it, but you got my point. With 0.3 lot, stop loss of 30 pips equals to about $100 loss, and 60 pips of a take profit is about 200. Now, if I win, if not I, but the robot, if the robot wins one single trade and it hits the take profit, with the next trade, I will risk 3% and I will target 6%. Okay, so pretty much I will reinvest the amount I won, and I will add 1 more percent again, and total will be 3% risk. With 1-to-2 ratio, I should target 6%. With the standard 0.3 lot, as I said, it means you have to trade how much with the next position. Okay, let's see if everyone is with me here. How much should be my entry lot if I scale it up? If you can put it in the Q&A. So with the first trade, I'm risking 1%. I'm targeting 2%. 0.03 lot will equal to a loss of $100 and approximately profit of $200. With the next trade, I will be reinvesting, adding 1 more percent, 0.9. Anyone else with suggestion? Yeah, it depends on the leverage. I agree. No worries, Bello. That's the idea of the webinar, right? So yeah, with the standard leverage, well, 1 to 100, it would be 0.1. Actually, the leverage, guys, to make it clear here, it depends on the leverage, but the leverage is how much will be blocked from your account, how much will be the margin, right? It's not how much you're trading with. How much you're trading with, it depends on you, and you take that decision. 1 lot equals to 100,000 euro dollars. So the leverage is how much is blocked from your account. But Adler is absolutely right. If you risk with the first trade 0.3 and you add 2 more, it will be 0.9. Okay, that's the very simple mathematic, right? It will be 0.9. That's the lot you have to put on MetaTrader. And now, if you lose, which is happens, right? No, and ignore the robot. And this money management system is for all strategies. You can apply it for manual trading, for anything. I'm talking about money management here in risk reward ratios. So if you lose this second trade, the 3% to 6%, you will be just negative 1% from the account, right? Because with the previous trade, you've made 2%. With the next one, you risk 3% and you will be just 1% down. You will be at a count of 9,900. If you win, you will have another 6% in your account. And look at the sum. 200 plus 600 is 800. Oh, that is 8%. Allow me if I'm wrong, Alex. Okay, in phase 2, yeah, with the VIP phase 1 is 8%. So in 2 consecutive trades, you can pass 8% challenge, or you can pass the verification easily. Is everyone with me here? Did you get the idea of the risk reward ratio and the scaling up system? Glad to hear that, Adler. Yeah. So to overview it very quickly, I won't repeat the whole thing. If you leave the robot working for with 0.3, and every time it goes for a stop loss of 30, take profit of 60, and you don't change the lot, it will still eventually reach to 8 or 10%, but it will not do it in 1 month. I can guarantee that. So for any prop challenges that have a limitation of 1 month, it's not enough. Only if you, that's why trading pit is just great, because they have 90 days. But if you scale up, basically you interrupt the work of the robot. So after the profitable trade, you just stop it. You put the new lot. So how that works, I will share it again. So you will see nothing really special. But so let's say you have the profitable trade, you hit the take profit, you have 2% in the account, and then you disable the algo trading, go to expert advisor properties, and then go to 0.9. Okay, and click on OK and start trading again. And of course, you need to enable the algo trading again. Okay, and you leave the robot do its thing. Simply just change the lot. And of course, depending on the strategy that you are using, I've made 2 more variations: risk reward ratio 1 to 3 and risk reward ratio 1 to 2.5. And to be honest with you, I like the most the last one. I took the middle one as an example, but with the last one, you would reach 10% in 2 consecutive trades. So 1 to 3, I guess it's easy to calculate. You put 30 pips as a stop loss, take profit is 90 pips, right? If you reach the profit, the next one will be the profit you made plus 1%, 4%. Risk reward ratio 1 to 3, target 12%, and you're passing any challenge. The problem is 90 pips is hard to reach. The bigger take profit you're using, the harder it is for the price to reach it. And that's one of the wrong, how to say, old sayings in trading. In many of my strategies, I have stop loss bigger than the take profit. It doesn't make sense with that money management, but if you just leave it 50-50, the closer the stop loss is, the bigger chances you have of hitting it. The further the take profit get, lower chances of hitting it, right? That's why I have my best portion is something in the middle, 1 to 2.5. You risk 1% and you target 2.5. $100, $250. If there is a profitable trade, you go for 3.5. 2.5 plus 1. Adler, quick question. How much is the lot on the third risk reward ratio? If you go with 0.3 and you win 75 pips, and you go with risk reward ratio 1 to 2.5, what is the lot for the next position, for the second position? I will give you time to think about it, but 0.10, very close, Marcelo, very close. The thing is, if you make a second profitable trade, guys, you will have 8.75, or this is 875 plus the 250, it's over 10%. You will comfortably pass the challenge. And what I usually do in this case, if I have my second trade in a profit and it's towards the take profit, you will pass the challenge before it reaches the 75 pips. So I'll just close the trade manually and I'm done. I pass the challenge. Okay, so with this scale up system, you can very easily, I've done it multiple times, very easily pass the challenge in 2 consecutive trades. If there is a loss, you're 1% down. That's it. You go for the next one. It will happen that you will have profit and loss. Profit, profit, loss. Profit, loss, profit, loss. if you have profit from the first time, that's the best case scenario, because you will have you will pass the challenge in 2 consecutive trades. Yeah, I will ask the question again, Adler. With the third risk reward ratio, which I said is my favorite, we risk 1% and we target 2.5. It is 30 pips and 75 pips with 0.3 lot. How much is the lot for the second trade? I see your Marcelo, still even if the leverage is 1 to 30 is okay, we are trading very small positions here. 0.3 is very small. It's not a problem in 1 to 30 leverage. Again, I say the leverage is how much is blocked from your account. Adler is right. Not 10.5, but 1.05. I'm sure you wanted to write 1.05, not 10.5. So to make it clear again, the leverage, no matter is it 1 to 30, 1 to 100, is how much will be blocked from your account, not how much you are trading. 0.3 lot is 0.3 lot with any leverage, right? So this is the presentation about the scaling up system. One more time, you can trade it fully automatically if you wish. I would suggest you just to put it on any demo account, the robot, just to see how that works. And if you like it, you can use it. If you don't like it, you don't use it. It's simple as that. I'll suggest you as well to explore the money management system, because I said once you learn it, and it's very basic math, once you learn it in 2 consecutive trades, you can pass challenges from the trading pit or any other prop firm, and it's very easy to apply with robot and manual strategies. And at the end of the webinar, we promise that there will be a free robot. Okay, so now what I will do, I will simply put the link to the robot. I've removed the price for all of the attendees, so we can, guys, Alex, if you're around, could you please tell me where should I put the link and the email addresses so everyone can find? And then there will be 5 minutes for questions if you guys want to ask. I really thank you all for joining the webinar. It was a pleasure to share some of my experience with trading challenges. I hope you found something useful. And even if you just remember one thing, even from the four things I shared with you at the beginning, to go slowly and to go step by step, that will mean a lot to me. And of course, I'll leave a link to my YouTube channel so you can learn more about my trading strategies, experts, and you can try many other strategies and experts. And as well, I think Alex prepared one free coupon which you can grab. So it is something special for them. Yeah, they offered a coupon with the name TTP 20 discount for everyone who joined. So you can, guys, pick any of the challenges with 20% discount, and it's valid, I see, for 2 days. So make sure to drop that in the chat. Hello, Alex, you still around?
Yes, of course, of
I'd love
course.
to hear from you. Just before answering the questions, can we put the links? Where should we put the links? Okay, I will just add it to. Yeah, thank you, guys. Someone did it already. Yeah. Okay, so here is the coupon code for everyone who wants to take it. As well, I will put my email.
Me too as well. I'm adding my email.
Okay, and as well, here is my YouTube channel if anyone wants to get some more free A's that Where is the main chat? Sorry, I'm not really familiar with the chat, the Q&A section.
Q&A, we have all the questions, and the chat is next to the share screen. On the bottom of your screen is the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, put your email there so everybody can see it.
Okay, I get it now. I think I got it now. And just a second, we will go through all of the questions as much as we can. Okay, so that's my YouTube channel. Here is the email if you guys have any questions or if I'm unable to answer some of the questions. And as well, I will drop the discounted coupon that you can take advantage of and participate with any of the challenges with 20% discount. Thanks, Alex, for doing that. I might take advantage of that myself. So going through the questions very quickly, because we are already 45 minutes ahead. I will try to answer all questions quickly. So I will start from the first ones. So I'm glad there were people with experience. Okay, Bello, I see that you are playing with EAs for the last 1 year or so with different brokers, different demo accounts. That's the right way to do. As I said, the more you test, the more you experiment, the more you will improve your strategies and the more you will, I don't know if you're buying them or if you're developing yourself, just don't stop. It's a process of, many people think that when they buy expert advisors, it will be just they set it and forget it. But usually it's not the case. It's a process of continuously testing. I have over 4 MetaTrader platforms here, 3 VPSs. I have another machine behind, and at home I have more. I have over 20 MetaTrader platforms installed with hundreds and thousands of experts to test. So it is a work we do, right? Okay. I'm just going quickly through the questions. Okay, I think you got the idea with the lot size. I have a question from Costas Borsis. Let me just share the screen so everyone will see what I'm seeing. Okay, the question is, yep, I didn't. That's a good point. So that's the link for the. Now I'm dropping the link for the free robot, guys. Yep, that one over here. Okay, so it's in the chat. So earlier, Costas Boris was asking, okay, it depends on your capital and decision on lot. For 10,000, we want of your capital. If successful, then you go to 3% of capital and so on. Exactly. If you risk 1%, you target 2, either you hit a take profit. With the next trade, you go with 3% and you target 6%. Okay. Adler, I see on the third chart, your take profit is 7.5 and not 9%. I guess you're talking about the presentation. I'm not really sure about which one you're talking about, but it's 1.2.5, 1 to 2.5, so 3.5, and then you go to 8.75. Okay. Trading pit is leverage. I already discussed about the leverage. I have a strategy. How and where do I get turned into a robot? Okay, so Adler, you have 2 options. One is you hire a developer to do the work for you. I've done that. It's really hard, honestly, to find a developer who will do the job well, and they charge a lot. That's why I prefer to use strategy builders like EA Studio and FSB Pro. We have them on EA Trading Academy. I forgot to mention that we have 15 days free trials for the software. So you can register and you can take advantage of that. During this time, you can export as many robots as you wish. You can build strategies, you can generate strategies, analyze strategies. There are no any strings attached. You don't need to pay anything for the 15 days. There is no card requirement, anything. It's 15 days free to use the software, so you can give it a try to build your strategy into EA automatically. Then Costa says, do you think a combination of the Forex profit supreme meter, a good EA, good money management, and keeping up the news can not only get you past the challenge, but also keep profitable in the long term. That's exactly what I'm doing, Costas. That's exactly what I'm doing. I combine the Forex Profit Supreme Meter, EAs, obviously the news, and the risk body management. That's the four things I combine. But how I combine it, it's probably a matter of another webinar. It's a long topic, and it's kind of a personal choice how exactly you want to combine. That's why I didn't cover that at the Forex Profit Supreme Meter. I give that indicator for free in some of my videos on the YouTube channel. You can find it as well if you don't have it. Okay, who is developing or maintaining the indicators inside of the EI Studio? EI Studio is not our software. It was developed by Forex Software. We have integrated in the academy for our traders and students. It is developed by the Forex software company, and it uses the MetaTrader indicator specifically. You cannot import your own indicators, and this is because when there are custom indicators, it usually results in errors in the code of the EA at the end. So to make it work properly, they stick just to the MetaTrader indicators. I hope that answers the question. Adler, the emails addresses are in the chat. Okay. What about the link to download the bot? I've placed it in the chart. We'll send an email with a recap of discount. I guess, Alex, there will be email for all attendees with the links. That's a good idea. With the EA download and the email addresses. Kimno says thank you. Clear. I thank you guys for joining. Victor, one more time. If you do not see the discounts and the chats, it's in the chat button, right on the bottom. If you click on the chat, you will see Alex's address. Very nice guy. And then you have the YouTube channel of mine, my email, the discount for the challenges, and the free robot. Okay, so you download it, follow the steps. And one more thing, so you don't go through all of the channels, just to make it easier for you guys, I will drop one video. It's a little bit old, to be honest, but it is a video that will teach you how to start with robots. Okay, step by step for the beginners, that video right here. Okay. So I thank you guys again for staying with me until the end of the webinar. If you have any questions, let us know in the email. I don't promise I will answer today, but I will answer everyone in the near future. And Alex, I'm on you.
Petko, I would really like to say I really enjoyed your webinar. I would really like to thank you for your time. I would really like to thank as well all the attendees, the people that were here. And also, guys, I would like to ask you a favor, right? The trading pit is made from traders, referring to traders. Our plan is very soon, besides futures and Forex, to add real stock options. And on my email over there, as traders, if you do have any feedback, right, regarding the challenges, regarding the platforms, regarding anything you have, your feedback is helping us to become better day by day. So Petko, thank you very much for your time. It was a great webinar. Looking forward to hear from you guys if you have any questions, and you all have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, Alex. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.